All right, welcome back to Late Night Movie Trailers on the Late Night Chat Network, your first stop for pop culture talk. And today we're going to be checking out and reacting to the new Fantastic Four First Steps trailer from Marvel, of course. Has anybody seen this as of yet? I've been waiting for this. Okay. All right, I specifically waited for this one.
I'm avoiding trailers on purpose.
Exactly. All right, well, we have to talk about it here, so.
I'm avoiding them in light of this. Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
It's the opposite thing, right?
What's that?
The Captain one. It's a different one opposed to the Captain America one, right?
This is different. This comes out on July 25th. Yeah, this is separate. This is the Fantastic Four. All right, here we go.
Welcome to the Baxter Building.
We make a point to do family dinner every week. Sunday at 7 on the dot, no matter what. We're all here.
Herbie, how's that sauce coming?
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that.
Okay. Okay, is this guy good or what?
I want to add a couple cloves of garlic. Not because it's not delicious, I just want to add a little bit of zip, okay?
T-5.
Before we went up the first time, you couldn't turn invisible. Ben wasn't a rock.
The best pilot in the world right here.
Yeah. Best looking, he means.
And Johnny never caught fire.
Ben has always been a rock. Johnny is Johnny.
Hi.
And I am right here. Whatever life throws at us, we'll face it together. As a family.
All right. So first reactions on that. Julie?
Oh, that was fucking. Go ahead, Julie.
Okay. Was that, first of all, oh my god, was Johnny Storm, was that fucking Stranger Things?
Yeah, Joseph. That's
yeah,
correct.
I couldn't fucking remember his last name. I was like, it's something Joseph or Joseph something. Okay, so that's an interesting cast choice.
I think that's a good cast choice, honestly. He actually looked pretty comfortable as that character.
I wasn't expecting that, but I was like, okay. I don't know if I love CGI fucking rock guy. I can't think of his fucking name either.
Rock guy.
What's his name? What is his name?
The Thing. He's
the thing. Okay, I was like, I don't know if that's it or if that was a whole separate superhero thread. I don't think I like what they've done there.
So that's I don't know if you've seen this, and maybe that's
Is this a Sonic the Hedgehog moment we're having with this?
So there's already been a conversation online about this. Even though I haven't seen the trailer, there's been screenshots of this thing in this trailer that people are talking about, comparing it even to the older Fantastic Four movies, saying like, how has CGI gotten worse? And they show us a comparison of this CGI thing from the last one and this one. And
I agree.
And the thing that's weird about this one, I do agree with, is that his head's small. Like it's very tiny in comparison. Wrong. Yeah, like it's kind of like it's shrunken almost. Like
they made his forehead bigger. Yeah, okay, so that was weird. I definitely have an opinion about that. I will not say a bad thing about Daddy Pascal. I have no notes. That was great. Who the hell is that woman? Who is that?
Vanessa Kirby, the Invisible Woman.
I have no idea who she is as an actor.
Invisible Woman. Oh, you've never
That's
seen her?
supposed to see her.
Yeah, no, I don't know who that is though.
Yeah, she's been in a lot of things. I mean, she was in more recently. I saw her in. She was in Napoleon, which I don't know if you've seen. You saw that. She's in the James Bond, the last, not James Bond. Sorry, She was in the last Mission Impossible movie. Anyways, so she's been in a bunch of things though. She's lately.
I just don't recognize her from anything, so I kind of didn't know who that was. But I mean, she looked fine as cast choice for that. And fucking was that Malkovich?
Yeah, he's in it.
Yeah, okay. That's all right. Big names.
I'm looking at the cast right now, and yeah, the guy who's playing the thing is Eben Moss Bachrach. I don't even know how you say this guy's name, but he's from the Bear.
He's from the Bear, yeah.
Yeah. So he's had a really good year. And actually, people who may not remember too is that he actually played Microchip in the Punisher show as well that Marvel did.
Yeah.
So I mean, if anybody, it's been a while since that Marvel show came out, and but he's he was in that show as well for Marvel. So like I think it's a good cast. I didn't know how I felt about Pedro playing Mr. Fantastic, because no offense to Pedro, but Mr. Fantastic is the smartest person in the Marvel universe, or at least one of them. And I don't know if he can pull off that smart of a guy. I mean, no offense to him.
That's fair. I think that when I think of what's his name, Reed, when I think of the other, like I don't know, whatever year that other movie came out, like the one that they had before, I guess this is another remake. I mean, this is the
third attempt at the Fantastic Four that they've had.
The one I'm thinking of that had Chris Evans, I think, in it.
That was the first one, I believe.
When I think of Reed, yeah, like he's definitely like the smartest fucking guy, but I also just think of him as being like incredibly kind and sweet, and that sort of fits too. Like that characteristic of him fits with Pedro because that's his whole thing and that's what he seems to be doing. But and like casting what's his head for the Thing, that fits too, like that cocky attitude that he's good at that. Joseph Quinn, that's an interesting choice for Johnny Storm.
I mean,
I'm down. I'm down for it. I'm gonna watch it.
How about you, Jay?
It's interesting. I've seen a few of them. Obviously, wasn't that guy that from the cop from Breaking Bad? Wasn't he the Thing? I played the Thing at one point in some sort of saga of
I didn't see the last one. The last one had Michael B. Jordan in it, and I believe as and I didn't watch that last one. I just heard really bad things about it. So like, I mean, as Julie mentioned, Chris Evans was even in the first one, and now they've made fun of his involvement as that character in the new Deadpool Wolverine movie, as we all know, that came out last year, because now that's Fox is now owned by Disney, or they're able to now do X-Men movies and do Fantastic Four movies, because they were like owned by Fox previously, the rights to do this, right? But I mean, that's the whole reason that they're able to do Doctor Doom and have what's his name come back as Doctor Doom, Robert Downey Jr., is because, you know, he was part of that whole deal, right? Which I'm just super happy about, because he's like one of the best villains, if not the best villain that Marvel has. So like, I'm really excited to get to that.
You're thinking of Hank Schrader, right,
Yeah.
Jay? No, it was Michael Chiklis that you're thinking of.
Oh, he's from that other show that's like that. I know who you're talking about.
He's a cop, right? In that show, that other one too that I'm talking about.
The Shield is the one that you're talking about. Yeah. He looks like him, though. You're right.
Yeah.
No, well, this new one didn't so much. That's why I was wondering, because they did play that character. He did play that character in the older one, right? The older thing with the Thing, right? So
if you watch The Bear,
I just don't remember him.
You would understand why I feel like they cast this guy, but it's more the voice, I feel like, if anything, because you're not going to see him except for in the flashback of how they got their powers, if they're going to do that, because they even showed them as astronauts there or whatever, like in that one scene in the trailer. Then you're not really going to see him looking like that anyways, right? So I mean, it's like himself. So but what else do you think of it? Like Jay, like what are your thoughts on this? Have you watched the other movies?
I mean, I'm always excited to watch a new superhero movie. Doesn't matter of for what, but you know, to see a new cast of characters that they put out too. Yeah, honestly, I have no idea if I'm going to enjoy it as much. Like I'm always down to seeing a superhero movie. It didn't get me as hyped up as the other one we watched last with the Superman that you brought out.
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't
So,
say
but
it's
it'd be
gotten
interesting.
me that hyped up, but similar to Superman, I would say there's a lot riding on this for Marvel. Like, I know we're actually going to get 2 Marvel movies before this one comes out this year. We're actually going to be getting Captain America in a week, the new Captain America, or this week actually, and Brave New World, and then you're also getting Thunderbolts. I think comes out like a couple months from now too. I think that comes out prior to the Fantastic Four as well. That comes out in July. But I think like just like the Superman movie for DC, this is a big deal for Marvel, and they need to get this right because this is like the Fantastic Four are like central big characters in the Marvel universe. The fact that they haven't been able to use them up till now is it kind of is a bit exciting, honestly, that they're going to finally be able to, because like the Fantastic Four headquarters could be the new Avengers Tower that's gotten taken out in the Marvel films, essentially, because that's like a centralized location in New York that all the heroes kind of come to because they always ask Reed for advice and this kind of stuff. So like I feel like this could be the stepping stone to like really interesting things, like once they start rolling out the
Opening
mutant
up
stuff. And yeah, but they have to get this
across
right
like the right way
because
because they can do it through their own studio now, right?
yeah, exactly. But I feel like they really need to knock this one out of the park because Fantastic Four is difficult to pull off. Like they've had 2 movies that weren't critically received well. Like most people don't like those movies and think they're bad. So like I think, you know, to reintroduce people
I
to
like
this,
the old one. Like it's not great, but I like it.
yeah, it's okay. I mean, but I think that one thing the trailer got the point across in this, which I really liked though, is that it's a family at the end of the day. That's the most important thing you got to know about the Fantastic Four is that they're a family. And like that, if they get that aspect of it right and they just go on like science adventures, which is kind of like what the Fantastic Four really do. So I hope there's some interesting stuff they have planned in terms of the story for them in this film, right? And maybe just to the point where they're going to introduce them and then introduce them into like a bigger type of deal, like storyline down the road when they plan to do the Doctor Doom stuff. Like if he just shows up in like a secret ending or something in this movie, I'd be okay with that if they don't just like right out the gate introduce him in this, because I feel like that's not the case. I haven't read into who's the villain in this, but I haven't heard that it's Robert Downey. I think they're saving that for like the new Avengers Endgame type movie that they're gonna do, right? Doomsday or whatever they're calling it, as they said already, right? So, so yeah, I'm excited for this. I just, I think the trailer was good. It was interesting to see, and I have high hopes for it. I just hope they don't screw it up. So,
expectations are high.
exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you have it. There's our trailer reaction to Fantastic Four First Steps, and that comes out in theaters July 25th, 2025. All right, guys.
Put it on the watch list.
Yeah, we'll see you on the next one.